Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. For those who may be new here, my name is Alexandra and I'm a group fitness coach and personal trainer of 8 years. And a few years ago, I uploaded a video that seems to haunt me to this day. Now, said video was meant to serve as a fun, light little experiment in doing 50 kettlebell swings a day. And granted, at the time, my swing form was shite. It was really not good, okay? I acknowledge that. And since that video was published, I have much improved my kettlebell swing technique, and I even uploaded a more complete tutorial on the swing to try to redeem myself. But alas, the internet doesn't seem to forget. So I want to set the record straight. Granted, I haven't trained with kettlebells in quite a while, but I want to highlight the benefits of this kind of training because I think that they're a wonderful exercise tool. And if it wasn't yet clear, dear viewer, I am indeed filming this in my car because you and I are about to go on a little adventure. I'm taking you to the best place I know here in Brussels to train with the bells, Envolve Gym. Allons-y, friends! Hello everybody, we made it to Envolve, here with the beautiful Nancy for some kettlebell training. It's a wonderful gym. They offer kettlebell classes, TRX classes, you have mobility, yoga, stretching, barbells. All the details are going to be linked down below if you want to book a class. Highly recommend the next time you're in Brussels. I will give the floor to Nancy now to introduce. Wonderful trainer.
Welcome everyone, I'm Nancy and I'm a coach and owner of Envolve Gym here with my partners, and yeah, I'm really happy to be here with Alexandra for this nice video YouTube. I'm not really used to do this, but yeah.
But you're a wonderful trainer, so
thanks
it's
for the invitation.
Of course, thank you so much for joining, and it's great to give a platform to someone who's very talented, been in this space for a long time, really knows her stuff. So
thanks.
It's an honor to have her on the channel. What would be some exercises you would give to someone who maybe is completely new to kettlebells as a little entree to this kind of training, because they look a little weird, but I know that there are so many benefits to training with them.
It's really a versatile tool. You can do many different things with, but I recommend to, if you want to start to strength with this, start with the basic movement. So the deadlift is the best one to have the base for more advanced movement than after. So you need to learn this one, and then you can progress to other like swings, more ballistic movement, or the snatch, the clean,
all the cool ones.
Yeah, really,
the ones that you see.
Really fun things. So that's it. But first, deadlift. So I think we can start with this today.
Perfect.
Yeah. First thing, so you can understand the movement. We break the hips. So the hips are moving backwards instead of down. So we never bring the hips below the knees in the deadlift. So kettlebell between your feet, really between the middle of your feet. Push your hips back. Little friction on the knees, so we have more friction on the hips than the knees.
You said it was like a triangle, like at the end range of the motion, your hips, shoulders, and knees are in triangle.
That's it. Hands, and you squeeze your armpits. Like I said, I like to say you squeeze a lemon. So you have this need to push on the legs and come with the legs straight and reach a plank. Like the plank you have on the floor is the same, but the standing position. And then we just bring back the kettlebell in the same place. So between your feet, so from here, hips back, and then again.
Yeah. Easy peasy.
Yeah.
So deadlift is in most of the trainings that you have, that you prescribe to the clients.
Different way. So you can have, with one kettlebell, you can have the kettlebell between your feet. So of course, because you have the two hands on the same kettlebell, you can have maybe, if you have the good technique, a heavier kettlebell. You can do two with a Suitcase deadlift, but with one kettlebell too. You just switch hand all the time. We can do with two kettlebell. So we call this one a Suitcase deadlift. So everything is in the name. And now you're ready to go on holidays safely. So this is a Suitcase. And if you only have one, you can do with one, and it's challenge maybe more your obliques, and this is a good exercise too.
Very nice.
Yeah, to work on.
And so before we get into the little circuit, what would be your beginner weight recommendations for a man and a woman at home if someone is looking to start kettlebell training, or they want to have a little, dip their toe into it?
If they're really beginner and maybe it's the first time they do strength training, so it's that they never did a strength training before, I recommend for the woman 8, 12, 16, but the 8 will really fast, soon will be a bit too light. But really, if it's really the first time, and especially if you train at home alone, maybe don't grab too heavy weight at the beginning. And then otherwise for men, a 16, a 20, and 24,
Nice.
for sure. And the 16 probably we go for the warm-up, for the mobility drill. And then sometimes it depends too, you know, level of strength and level of confidence.
Yeah.
Sometimes the 16, you will use the 16 for the squat, for the legs.
Definitely. So we're gonna get into a little circuit?
Yeah, perfect.
All right, darlings, before we start throwing any weight around, we need to warm things up. Mobilize the joints, raise the internal body temperature, and prep the mind for what's about to come in the workout. Once we've moved with just our body weight, we add in some extra resistance to prime the muscles. Moves like the halo, good morning, and goblet squat do just the trick. I will write the full workout here on the screen. Boom, look at that, magic of editing. And it will be repeated in the description box below. Nancy's prescription for a solid full body program includes 1 hinge movement pattern. It could be the deadlift, the good morning, or the kettlebell swing. 2 is a squat pattern, goblet squat, split squat, etc. 3 is a row movement, single or double arm. 4, a push press movement, such as the overhead single or double arm press. And lastly, some kind of carry. Now I can hear y'all in the back saying, whoa, that's a lot, dude. But bear with us. The kettlebell lends itself wonderfully to supersets, aka 2 exercises performed back to back. And when you combine 2 exercises that work opposing muscle groups, holy moly, that is the good stuff right there. For example, you could perform a standing overhead press first and follow it with a split stance row. With that simple combination, you work nearly the whole upper body. You're welcome, friends. Another good example would be to combine the deadlift with the goblet squat. Talk about bulletproofing the lower body and core. Supersets like the ones I've just mentioned are a great way to maximize your time in the gym. And when you're working with a single tool, such as the kettlebell, you also save time otherwise spent switching machines. It's not hard to see why the bells have been embraced by so many. From the average big box gym to US Army training grounds, the kettlebell serves everyone. It's wonderful that with this single tool, you can train for strength, improve cardio endurance, and mobility. And these movement patterns are transferable to real life. Thus, we can work out to feel good and move well at any age. This workout was a blast to film with Nancy. Not only is she a total sweetheart, but she's also an absolute weapon in the gym. She came up with this circuit on the spot and listed out different variations of each move to cater to any modifications the practitioner may need. It's a real pleasure to work out with professionals like this, people who really know their stuff and encourage you to challenge yourself. And Nancy has both of those qualities in spades. So the next time you're in Brussels, stop into Envolve to move your body with the bells. I promise you won't regret it. So we just finished
Yes.
our mini training, and I wanted to pick Nancy's brain about one, why you got into this kind of training. You said you had a background in dance.
Yes.
But what brought you into this world? Because this is very different to the world of dance.
Actually, it's a functional training, and so that means that, and it's bring you functional strength. So that means it's help you for daily life. You train, but it's not you train on not only one muscle. You train a movement. It matched with my background of dance, so that's why I really like the kettlebell, and I want to keep training with. And then so there is so many benefits too. You can have with the kettlebell move that mimics a lot of movement from your daily life. The push, when you push something overhead, and I think about all the time when I go in a plane, because I'm short, bring things, my suitcase overhead or in a train alone, and it gives me the strength. Yeah.
I think it was off camera, but you were saying that when you do the halo, the kettlebell halo, that you had a client who had a funny story about this?
Yeah, she was not able to close her dress before start training, and then because we did the halo, so this movement all the time in the warm-up, and now she able to close her dress alone, and it brings you a lot of independence. You know, that's why it brings me a lot of benefits.
Definitely.
But you have better grip too, better core, which is for me it's a good thing, but for many people also to strain the core, to reduce the lower back pain, and have a lot of feedback too, like this from clients stay sitting a lot for work and have back pain. It's getting better with the strength training. And if I can just maybe add another one, so we maybe we don't think about this one, but you can improve your cardiovascular activity without impact, which is the good point.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
And it's good for all ages then, because you can continue to train. It's what I was saying before in the intro for this video, is that it combines resistance training with cardio, and it can go until, I mean, I've been in the class where I've seen women who are 80 years old, 70 years old, and it's fabulous. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I asked Nancy to be on, and I'm so glad that you agreed, so thank you so much, is because it's awesome to have, I mean, like, fitness is a space for everyone, but it's awesome to have a woman in this space who's so strong and who has had such a positive journey throughout resistance training, because as you're saying, you've seen with yourself and with your clients, like, it brings you confidence, independence, and just to feel capable and competent in your own body, then I think has such positive knock-on effects to every other part of your life. And resistance training is a wonderful tool that gives you that. And I think regardless of whether you're a man or a woman, but I see it much more that maybe there's a space for women to still embrace it. And it's a wonderful thing, like just feeling strong and at any age of life and being able to move well with this kind of weird looking tool. Once you know how to move properly with it, there's every single movement you can do with it will work every single part of the body.
Yeah, you can do ball training, mobility, strength, and then some
cardio.
Stretching too, and cardio. With maybe one size of kettlebell too. You just need to have some different option in your mind. But with one kettlebell you can do a full training. And as you say, the thing, I think women are a bit afraid because they always think about the shape. And I think that if they lift kettlebell, I mean weight, and it's not all the time heavy, but in the mind it's always heavy, and then they will look like men, or maybe too strong, or I mean too much, too big. But it's, I said to her each time a woman that they talk about this to me, I said, but everyone is different. And it's not because I have shoulders that you will have shoulders, and I have women that lift heavier than me, they don't look like me, and you know, it's really different for everyone. And I think the strength training teach me to don't place this, how you looks in the first place in your. It's not the goal. Is not. It's for me. It's the second part. Like, and if I have too much arms and a bit too much shoulder, I don't care, because I can do many things. Like, and I try to teach this way of think to my clients. Like, okay, maybe you don't look like this person, and you want to look like this, but you can do pull-ups, you can do this type of things, and you can run 10K, and okay, maybe you don't have the abs, or you have too much these things, but this is not really the most important.
Yeah, definitely. I'm completely with you. I think it's also, we all have our own unique bodies, and you may not be able to look like another person, but you can be the best version of you.
Yeah, exactly.
And by lifting heavy weights, or by challenging your body to run faster, to be more flexible, you can then kind of chisel away at your own rock and find out what the best version of Nancy looks like, what the best version of Ali looks like, or Santo.
Yeah, it's true, and it's a bigger goal, like, because the physical goal, when you can maybe lose your motivation a bit faster, because you can't see the result faster, or maybe you achieve it, and then after, what's happened?
Exactly.
You need another goal.
Exactly. Or just the process. Like, the goal is just to keep doing it. Yeah. The goal is just to keep showing up and say, okay, well.
There's no hand, like.
Yeah. Which is a little bit like also kind of a, it's like, it can play both ways. It can be positive and negative, but then it's like, well, you have your own life, and as long as you live, you try to be, you just try to keep chasing new things. Okay, well, I'm going to try to lift heavier this week, or I will just try to, whatever it is, you just keep going. Yeah. Is there anything else that you wanted people to know about Envolve, or about your trainings, or about kettlebells?
No, but I would maybe add that, so we have kettlebell training here in different classes. We use the kettlebell in the fundamental strength kettlebell class too, but we do some master class too. So we teach and some specific movements. So we spend 1 hour and a half on, let's say, maybe on the swing. So we teach you how to do the swing with different steps to progress, and to learn really with the good basics. And we organize too some TRX trainings.
Oh, the TRX is great. That's for next video then. We do a whole video on TRX, it's wonderful.
Yeah, it's true.
Nancy's being very modest, but she has many certifications, and just came back from a weekend in Paris doing another kettlebell certification. So she's your girl. If you're in Brussels and you want to train with the bells, definitely come to Envolve. I'm going to link all of their stuff down below. Great gym. Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
if you want to do kettlebell training, we are waiting
You know
for
where to
you
come.
here. Yeah.
Voilà. Thank you, Nancy.
Thank you.
I'll see you
Thanks
back here
a
in
lot.
the next video, guys.
Bye.
Ciao.